Hi reception, and welcome back to another session of literacy. Today we're going to be focusing on writing simple sentences. But before we do, let's think about our 4 good listening rules. Remember, are we sitting still, staying quiet, looking at the person who's talking, and listening to all of the words? If you are, you're ready to start today's literacy session. So our learning objective today is to write a simple sentence. But before we do that, I just want to remind you of the story we've been looking at, the fairy tale, Beauty and the Beast.
Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Belle who lived with her father. Belle loved to read stories. One sunny day, her father woke up and went for a walk. He walked and walked and walked through the deep, dark woods, but he got lost. Belle's father found a tall, creepy castle and went inside. There he saw a beautiful rose garden. He picked a flower and put it in his pocket. Suddenly, a big, hairy beast appeared. Who said you could walk in my garden? Who said you could pick my roses? Who said you could steal my flowers? Growled the big hairy beast. No, 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 you'll go in my dungeon, demanded the big hairy beast. Back at home, Belle was worried that her father had not returned. So she walked and walked and walked through the deep, dark woods until she saw a tall, creepy castle. Belle saw her father trapped in the dungeon. So she set her father free and stayed in the dungeon with the big, hairy beast. Out of the window, she could see a magical red rose. The next day, Belle woke up and went to get the magical red rose. She walked and walked and walked through the deep, dark woods, but she got lost. Suddenly, a pack of wolves ran towards her and scared Belle. Luckily, the big, hairy beast jumped out of the tall, creepy castle and rescued Belle. Early the next morning, Belle woke up and thought about the big, hairy beast. She looked in a magical mirror and saw that the big, hairy beast was sad and lonely. Belle went to find the big, hairy beast in the tall, creepy castle. When she found him, she hugged him and gave him a kiss. Suddenly, everything started to glisten. The big, hairy beast turned into a handsome young prince. "Thank you," said the handsome young prince. "You broke the witch's spell, and now I am free." Belle and the beast got married and lived happily ever after.
So we've talked a lot about fairy tales in our topic. But do you know what a fairy tale story is? So fairy tales have been around for a very long time. They are magical, enchanted stories written for children, although adults love them too. Before we even had books that we would read, these fairy tales were passed on from person to person by word of mouth. You quite often see the story opener, "Once upon a time," when you read a fairy tale. Fairy tales contain so many exciting characters. Fairies, princes, princesses, wizards, magicians, witches, so many. But did you know, just because we call it a fairy tale doesn't mean the story has to have a fairy in. Have a think about all of the fairy tale stories that you know. I wonder how many you can think of. Everybody loves a good fairy tale. Sometimes though in fairy tales things can go wrong, such as the time when Belle was chased by all those wolves. And then there was the time that Belle's father was picking roses, but he shouldn't have been there, and he got caught by the beast, taken away and locked in a castle, away from his daughter Belle. And do you remember the part where Belle goes to investigate the West Wing? She's told not to go, everyone tells her not to go, but she goes and explores it. She sees that beautiful red rose. But the beast finds out. He comes up to the West Wing and he is so upset and so cross that Belle runs away with fear. So we know that fairy tales are these beautiful enchanted stories. But as we've seen, sometimes things can go wrong, even if they do work out okay at the end. We're going to use these examples and any other ideas that we have from the story to help us write our simple sentences today. Let's start by doing a mind map and adding what we already know about things that go wrong in Beauty and the Beast. Here you can see all the things that went wrong that we looked at earlier on in the video. So now we've created our mind map of things that go wrong in Beauty and the Beast, you need to decide which one you are going to write about. I've decided to write about when Belle goes into the West Wing, but you might decide to write about another thing that goes wrong. It's up to you. It's important that you have your sound mat and your tricky words ready to help you with your writing. Make sure you've got a pencil and your workbook, and we are ready to start. Now I've chosen what I'm going to write about. I need to think it, say it, and then write it. Think it, say it, write it. My sentence is going to start with Belle creeps into the West Wing. Belle creeps into the West Wing. That's 6 words that I need in my sentence. I also need to remember what a sentence starts with. A clappity capital. So 6 words. Belle creeps into the West Wing. Our first word is Belle. Belle is a name, so we're going to start with a capital letter, the letter B. It's also the start of a sentence, so we start with our clappity capital. Now we know how to spell Belle because we've written it already on our mind map. Belle. We're going to use a finger space because we're going on to our next word. Creeps. 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 I can hear k to start. Now I know, here's our k sounds. It's the letter C for the word creeps. It's a curly caterpillar. It goes around. K-r. I can hear the R, one-armed robot. K-r-e. E. I need to check this one. Here's my phase 3 sound mat. Can I see E? I'm looking for the sound. E. E. That's the one I need. The digraph E. K-r-e. P. The letter P comes next. K-r-e. P. S. Oh, there's my S on the end. Belle creeps. I'm on to my third word, so let's put my finger space there. Oh, I can see I'm not going to be able to fit my next word on. My next word is into. So I'm going to leave my finger space there, but I'm going to start at a new line. So into. There's my word into. It's a phase 2 tricky word. Belle creeps into. In. It's a letter T and an O. I-N-T-O makes the word into. Into. Belle creeps into. Let's use my finger space for my next word. Now it's another tricky word. It's the word the. There it is, the. I remember how to spell this one. T-H-E spells the. Now my sentence needs 6 words. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 words so far. So my next word was the word west. Let me put my finger space there. West. Now I know I need a capital for this. West. Ooh, eh. What comes at the end? Let me stretch it out. Ooh, st. West. I can hear a T. West. And again, I'm not going to be able to fit any more words on that sentence, on that line. So I'm going to go to this line and write my final word which is wing. Ooh, eh. Oh, I just need some help finding that sound. Let's have a look. Here's our phase 3 sound match. Can't see it there. Oh, what's this one? This is a picture of a ring. Ring and wing. That's the one I need. An N and a G that makes the sound ng. And to finish, I need my full stop. Let me check my sentence. Belle creeps into the west wing. Capital letters, finger spaces, letters on the line, and a full stop. Now I'm going to extend my writing by writing another sentence. The beast sees her and she runs. 7 words. The beast sees her and she runs. So we start our sentence with a capital D. It's a clappity capital. It's our tricky word, the. We've written it before, but this time it's starting our sentence. The. We need a finger space and we're writing the word beast. Now, beast is his name, so we're going to start with a capital B. The beast. B-E. The beast, moving on to my next line, sees. E. Now it's a digraph, and it's that E sound that we had up here. The beast sees her. Now her is a phase 3 tricky word. Can you spot it? There it is, her. So the beast sees her. We want a finger space again. And, 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 and she. Now again, she is a tricky word. There it is, the word she. So our finger space, let's do she. And our final word is the word runs. Runs. So we start with the letter R. I can hear the letter S. And we need a full stop to finish our sentence. Let's jump right back to the very beginning. Belle creeps into the west wing. Full stop. The beast sees her and she runs. Full stop. So reception, I've had my turn writing. Now it's over to you, your turn. Don't forget, you can email us your super sentences at the reception email. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye for now.